Only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked. Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. It takes 20 years to build a reputation, and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently. Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. When a management with a reputation for brilliance tackles a business with a reputation for bad economics, it is the reputation of the business that remains intact. Chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. We simply attempt to be fearful when others are greedy, and to be greedy only when others are fearful. Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. Wall Street is the only place that people ride to in a Rolls-Royce to get advice from those who take the subway. Should you find yourself in a chronically leaking boat, energy devoted to changing vessels is likely to be more productive than energy devoted to patching leaks. Predicting rain doesn't count. Building arcs does. In the business world, the rearview mirror is always clearer than the windshield. I don't look to jump over 7-foot bars, I look around for 1-foot bars that I can step over. I always knew I was going to be rich. I don't think I'll ever doubted it for a minute. I buy expensive suits. They just look cheap on me. Derivatives are financial weapons of mass destruction. It's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours, and you'll drift in that direction. Our favorite holding period is forever. The only way to get love is to be lovable. It's very irritating if you have a lot of money. You'd like to think you could write a check, "I'll buy $1 million worth of love." But it doesn't work that way. The more you give love away, the more you get. You do things when the opportunities come along. I've had periods in my life when I've had a bundle of ideas come along, and I've had long dry spells. If I get an idea next week, I'll do something. If not, I won't do a damn thing. Time is the friend of the wonderful company, the enemy of the mediocre. Only buy something that you'd be perfectly happy to hold if the market shut down for 10 years. You only have to do a very few things right in your life, so long as you don't do too many things wrong. When you combine ignorance and leverage, you get some pretty interesting results. The first rule is not to lose. The second rule is not to forget the first rule. If past history was all there was to the game, the richest people would be librarians.